Press Review. My name is Franca Ofei Odigo. Of course, we are here to take a look at what's trending on various national dailies. And you can follow us live on Facebook at Omega 101.7 FM. Drop your comments, your reactions. We'll be getting them towards the end of the program. Starting up with the Vanguard newspaper this morning, today, Friday, 12th August 2022. Upgrade DQ status, face 3 ex-militant leaders urge President Buhari. That's the very first headline on the Vanguard newspaper. Taiwan dismisses fears of possible incursion by China. Ugwuanyi calls for justice in Ishiozala communal issue. Anambra receives 268.2 million naira as oil producing state. Organ harvesting, government does not interfere in judicial issues, says Malami. That's the Attorney General of Federation, saying that government does not interfere in judicial issues. He's reacting to the organ harvesting issue linked to Senator Ekweremadu. All right, the next one here says, Ibadan dry port, or your government yet to compensate us, affected house owners. Our members leaving Nigeria since strike, says ASU president. Our members are leaving Nigeria since strike. This is coming from ASU president, Professor Emmanuel Oshodoke. And the last one here says, we are not funded by Amnesty Office against ex-agitators. Get the details of the stories and more from the Vanguard newspaper. Away from the Vanguard newspaper, the Punch newspaper, President Buhari's security guards killed in ambush, buried. President Buhari's security guards killed in ambush, buried. Wike sues Atiku. Tambuwal demands recognition as candidate. Governor Wike of Rivers State is suing Atiku and Tambuwal, demanding recognition as candidate. Federal government must stop borrowing for consumption, says Obi. Peter Obi is saying that the federal government must stop borrowing for consumption. The next one, doctors decide on strike Sunday, begin advocacy visits. Doctors decide on strike on Sunday, begin advocacy visits. Ogun top states with highest number of varsities. IGP to pay 1 million compensation for parading businessman. Sigh of relief as Oyo demolishes criminals' hideouts. Federal government promises to rescue remaining abducted train passengers. Federal government promises to rescue remaining abducted train passengers. That's all from the Punch newspaper this morning. Away from the Punch newspaper, the These Day newspaper, 5 presidential guards killed in gunfight with terrorists, buried. May their soul rest in peace. Souls. Despite opposition, federal government set to implement 5% hike on data voice calls. Federal government set to implement 5% hike on data and voice calls. River State host communities hail new NLNG Global Memorandum of Understanding. Terrorists creating parallel government in Kaduna, El-Rufai tells President Buhari. Federal government by 2050, Nigeria's population projected to rank 3rd worldwide after India and China. By 2050, Nigeria's population projected to rank 3rd worldwide after India and China. And lastly, on the These Day newspaper, opposition. Okay, we've taken that. Nigerians should stop office holders from seeking medical treatment abroad, says Falana. Nigerians should stop office holders from seeking medical treatment abroad. That's all we can take from the These Day newspaper. Pick a copy to read up on the details. The Sun newspaper this morning, Tyson Fury's dad pressured champion to accept Anthony Joshua's fight. Why we cannot remove Ayu now, says PDP. Why we cannot remove Ayu now, says PDP. I have committed to better Nigeria anchored on youth development, says Peter Obi. I am committed to better Nigeria anchored on youth development. Muslim ticket irresponsible, reprehensible, says Bishop Kuka. Muslim ticket irresponsible, reprehensible, says Bishop of Catholic Diocese of Sokoto State, Matthew Kuka. Road to 2023, why threats to impeach Buhari fail, says Reps member Okafor. Osun Electoral Commission to conduct a local government election. Muslim ticket irresponsible, okay, we've taken that. And the last one, road to 2023. Muslim tickets not ideal for APC, says Senator Arishe. That's all we can take. Pick a copy to read up on the details. On the Guardian newspaper this morning, Enugu CSOs protest against comprehensive sexuality education in schools. Enugu CSOs protest against comprehensive sexuality education in schools. Catholics knock Lalong over Pope comment, wants him suspended. Catholics knock Lalong, that's the governor of Plateau State, over Pope comment, wants him suspended. Do not vote politicians with no passion for education, says ASU. Bode George charges Wike Atiku to address grievances and achieve victory in 2023. Catholic bishops request foreign help to tackle Africa's insecurity. And the last one, NDDC board, Buhari needs to earn confidence, says stakeholders. Buhari needs to earn our confidence. That's all we can take. Pick a copy to read up on the details and more. 8 minutes gone past 7 o'clock. You're listening to the Electronic Press Review on Omega 11.7 FM. Follow us live on Facebook at Omega 11.7 FM. We'll take a break right now. When we come back, we'll continue with taking a look at various national dailies. Do stay tuned.
When I wake up in the morning, all I want to hear now the beautiful voices of my beautiful people, east or west, north and south. This is what we all about, yeah. It's what we all about. Oh, tell your neighbors, bring their favor. It's what we're made of. Oh, it's our station. You want all you need, and we got everything right here. Omega, Omega, 1.7 FM, my radio, na na na, Omega, Omega, 1.7 FM, my radio, na na na. It's my station, it's my station, it's my station, it's my station, it's my station,
Electronic Press Review on Omega 101.7 FM.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. Welcome back to the Electronic Press Review. My name is Franca Ofei Odigo. Follow us live on Facebook at Omega 11.7 FM. Drop your comments. We'll be taking a look at them towards the end of the program. The Tribune newspaper this morning, traditional rulers vital to credible election, says INEC Rec. Igbos in Lagos APC pledge total support for Tinubu's presidential ambition. Igbos in Lagos APC pledge total support for Tinubu's presidential ambition. Eniola Ajao drags Shola Shobowale, notable actors, to Oyo Forest for Ajakaju. Best way to scale any venture globally is by building it online, says Wike Prime Royal CEO. 634 core members bow out of national service in Yobe State. That's all we can take from the Tribune newspaper. On the authority this morning, Buhari meets freed Kaduna train abductees' families, vows release of remaining captives. Buhari meets freed Kaduna train abductees' families, vows release of remaining captives. Market building collapse. Ebonyi government approves 18 million for victims. Ebonyi government approves 18 million for victims of market building collapse. $418 million Paris Club refund deductions. Governor's objection baseless, says Malami. The next one here says Catholics slam Governor Lalong over Pope reference in defense of campaign DG post. 2023, we shall reclaim Nigeria for Nigerians. Peter Obi assures youths. We shall reclaim Nigeria for Nigerians. Peter Obi assures youths. And that's all from the Authority newspaper this morning. On the Daily Independent, Federation Cup tornadoes heartland clash in Ibadan. Tackling terrorism in Mali, that's a special report. Waste management, 83 jailed, others fined, punished for indiscriminate offenses in Lagos State. Court restraints Edo CP wife, others from entry into parcel of land. Irregular census denied Nigeria data for evidence. This is according to President Buhari. Irregular census denied Nigeria data for evidence-based decision-making. And that's all from the Daily Independent this morning. The New Telegraph newspaper, 1,755 terrorists' family members surrendered in 2 weeks. This is coming from the defense headquarters. They say 1,755 terrorists and family members surrendered in 2 weeks. Wike donates 5,000 capacity auditorium to NYSC. Nigeria can overcome her challenges, says President Buhari. Kaduna train kidnap. Why we will not deploy lethal force to rescue train kidnap victims by President Buhari. Reps summon Emefiele Nami to probe NNPL's 200 accounts. Governors have no basis to complain about $418 million deduction from Paris Club refund, says Malami. U.S. extradites 3 Nigerians from the UK over $5 million fraud. Population, Nigeria will rank 3rd largest in the world by 2050. That's all from the New Telegraph this morning. Pick a copy to read up on the details and more. And finally, this morning, the cable newspaper Malami, why federal government cannot intervene in Ekweremadu's case on alleged organ harvesting. Why federal government get a copy of the newspaper to read up on the details. Why federal government cannot intervene in Ekweremadu's case on alleged organ harvesting. That's according to Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. Kuka, Muslim ticket unacceptable. It does not reflect national integration. That's Bishop Matthew Kuka, Bishop Catholic Diocese of Sokoto State. Train attack, lethal force is not an option. We want captives released unhurt, says President Buhari. Lethal force not an option. We want captives released unhurt. Federal government 6.3 looted funds recovered in 14 months. 6.3 looted funds recovered in 14 months. And I continue to wonder, where do all these money go to? Obasanjo, anyone who says Nigeria is fine should be examined. That's coming from former president of Nigeria. He's saying anyone who says Nigeria is fine should be examined. The next one here, history shows 1914 amalgamation should foster Nigeria's unity, not bring disintegration. This is according to Falola. Firearm license, character certificate, police unveil portal for specialized services. And the last one from the cable this morning, Nigeria battling serious security crisis. We cannot continue to shift blame. This is according to prelate of the Methodist Church of Nigeria, Samuel Kanu Uche. And that's all we can take from the cable newspaper this morning. Time to get your reactions this morning on the various headlines reeled out. First, we take a listen to the rules of engagement to guide us as we take your calls. Stay tuned.
Do you want to be a part of the conversation? The rules of engagement are as follows. Call 081 5101 7777 or 09071121017. Then state your name and location and line of interest, and you have 2 weeks to make your submissions on the specified headline of interest. Please don't insult the sensibilities of the listener or other callers. EPR, Electronic Press Review, only on Omega 101.7 FM. My radio, your radio.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Speaker. I am Rajesh from Oro, Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
Mr. Speaker, I want to react on the show when we borrow, we consume. I said it long time ago. How they borrow and then they consume it. They share it. If they borrow 1,000 naira, they share 500 naira and they invest only 100 naira. At the end, it will end up in White Elephant project. Mr. Speaker, I want to react on the issue of the Bishop crying for help for African security. My Lord Bishop, let me educate you a little. It is not possible that the European community, the Western world, can bring peace to Africa's continent. It's not possible because it is not in their blood that 2 Africans will succeed and realize their potential. If you want to get it right, you must go to 1963 that was said by Osagie Kwame that Africa must have one unity, must have one army, must have one continent, must have ideology, and they must have one security. And this is the only can guarantee the peace and the economy of Africa. Without Africa coming together as one body, they cannot able to understand the intrigue of our colony and purpose. And this exactly thing that's going on today. I know that the subject of Kwame was a great prophet of our time. As a matter of fact, today, Africa is grouping because they cannot find a way through. Mr. Speaker, I must say that my Lord Bishop is making a big mistake by asking the foreigners to come here and do something they cannot do it. It is we, the Africans, as I can see now, in the life of Sri Ramaphosa, the life of Mussolini, they are doing it right now. Very soon, Africa will get it right. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much for calling. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Frankie.
Morning to you, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, we can hear you.
This is Tambuwal from Nigeria.
Okay.
We share the Nigeria for Nigeria, share security. Let our Nigerians say more about security. Let don't forget all these parties because they have done a lot of damage. Please let us round back it will be and what you say. You don't let campaign your house and Nigeria will survive. And other people don't campaign about that. They were thinking on how to how to do to our look at the kind of money they recover. Where is the money now? In a particular house, and you end there forever. Thank you, Asma from Algeria.
Thank you very much for calling. We shall reclaim Nigeria for Nigerians, Peter Obiashua's youths. On our Facebook page, we see Ike Anusi. He says, I think Wike and Atiku knows what they are doing. I think Wike and Atiku knows what they are doing. Of course, there was a report about Wike suing Atiku Tambuwal and demanding recognition as candidate. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome, sir.
Good morning, thank you, my sister.
Thank you for calling.
This is the voice of Ignatius Okoye from Maro Kingdom.
Okay.
I don't know what Wike meant by seeing these people for candidates. Which kind of candidate again? Is this recognizing him as a candidate, deputy candidate for Atiku? Or recognizing as a candidate for Wia? I don't understand what he meant. My advice Wike is that he should just calm down. I don't know why it's sitting. You see, the vice presidency or vice presidency, not a do or die affair. He's still young, he can still put it in life. So, for what he to run up and down, I think he has jumped inside the to APC. Why is he troubling them again? He wants to kill his political career. Let him just keep quiet and follow the PDP. After all said and done, you might see into the juicy office to stay in if the people win the election. Thank you. I'm done.
Thank you very much for talking to us. Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State has sued the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, the Sokoto State Governor Aminu Tambuwal, and the PDP over the conduct of the presidential primary of the party that was held in Abuja on May 28 and May 29. Get the details from the Punch newspaper. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Franca.
Morning to you, sir.
This is the voice of Atiku calling for leaders.
Okay.
Catholic Bishop of Nigeria say that they want to foreign helpers to come to tackle the region Nigeria. What they're saying, they said on it, because the federal government of Nigeria has said mostly in insecurity. They are pretending as if they know what to do, but eventually, I knew that they don't know what to do again. They have become tired. So the best thing that they have to do now is to invite foreign helpers to come inside Nigeria to help us tackle insecurity. Look at you here in Anambra State. So roads are no longer movable. You cannot pass there because people are afraid now to fly on talking roads. Here in the local government, in our opponents here, that road from OKTT to Iseke, people are no longer passing there now. When you are moving there, you will see some certain dead bodies on it. So we are not happy. Even though we believe we don't know where we used to move to India. So we need foreign helpers to come and attack us. We don't know people who are doing all those things. Insecurity, stability, for politics, stability for 2023. Why a lot of people are dying? Nigeria, we need somebody who will come in Nigeria to rescue Nigeria. Nigerians are perishing. We are dying. We are dying. So many people have passed on, which is something of this period. So I thank the Catholic Bishop of Nigeria because they say there is a great sense on it. But you are getting it. We never listen to them. After that, as soon as they have power, I know they will do it. They are not in power.
Thank you. Thank you very much for talking to us. 2 minutes is the time given to every caller. That headline says Catholic bishops request foreign help to tackle Africa's insecurity. On our Facebook page, Ozo Francis and Amani, watching live from Amagunze in Enugu State, says, "Good morning from here, 2023. We will return Nigeria to Nigerians," says Peter Obi. I totally agree with him. He has the capacity, sagacity, and all it takes to make lives meaningful to the average Nigerian. Let us support him massively and maximally. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much for texting. Ozo Francis. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
The voice of President Christopher for where Good morning.
You're welcome, sir. Go
ahead.
On
the issue of that Nigeria will be the highest population in the world for 2050.
Okay.
That is good. It is right. I'm very happy that before then, cannot be Nigerian as a whole. That is Igbos, and some part of these Igbos is not being Nigeria by then. If they want to be 30 billion before 2050. Thank you.
Okay. All right, the report says by 2015, Nigeria's population projected to rank third worldwide after India and China. On our Facebook page, Dr. Mrs. Olebara from Owerri says, on Youth Day, the burden and challenges that face our youths are enormous. Many of them are suffering, training themselves, battling with life and studies, unemployment. They have learned a lot of lessons from the past, and would we focus for a better future? It is their duty to determine who should rule this country. It is time to start displaying their strength positively. They should realize that they are stakeholders in the affairs of this country and are capable of influencing the actions of government and those in authority. Thank you so much, Dr. Mrs. Olebara. Very, very pertinent. Yes, on Youth Day, indeed, we should. This message is apt. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, thank you for calling.
I don't believe in that report, though, that Nigeria will be all in the whole world. I don't believe that's type of report. I don't believe it, though. Because currently Nigeria is the 9th or 10th in the whole world. And there are so many others, like Indonesia, like America, over 300 million. Our own population is just about 200 million. So the type of report, it's not what we need. What we need here is good governance. About this report, don't buy it. A blatant lie. It has nothing to do with our problem. Insecurity all over. So I don't believe it. That's what I just want to say.
Okay. Thank you very much for talking to us on Facebook. Good morning. Yes, Peter Obi, we stand for. Let us support him so that he will reclaim Nigeria for Nigerians. Shalom. This is coming from Wokike Ginika Chukwu Daniel. Thank you for texting. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my friend.
You're welcome, sir. Great. What's your name?
My name is
Okay. Thank you for calling.
Yes, I don't have much to say. If we advise people that are calling on the wicked to draw the or regret himself. When God wants to do this country, God is God. He can do anything, can use anybody, he can do anything, to create a better position or answer people's prayer. Let the case of Wike and Atiku and Tambuwal, let it continue. The position will be in them. So that people will be referred to whether they like it or not. That's my point. Another point is this. If Buhari and Co. or Buhari and others should return back, if really they have a news or history about Nigeria. See, the son of Atiku and Co. who fought for the independence of Nigeria, they suffered, they rendered every sacrifice that we did to bring Nigeria also, free Nigeria to out from British colony. And during that period, according to history, Dr. Obafemi or Chief of National who the number to allow these people to go, as they are never the same culture with us. And this Nnamdi Azikiwe refused. He refused. It wasn't refused. And the think is left in terms of one Nigeria. See now
right.
what is happening.
Thank you. 2
now.
minutes.
Buhari and who won't allow us to enjoy the one Nigeria.
Thank you very much. 2 minutes is the time given to every caller. On Facebook, we have this message. Wike and PDP saga is a welcome development and people's prayers, because PDP really dealt with Nigerians during their past 16 years in power. So let them continue tackling themselves. Secondly, Bishop Kuka should focus on praying for the betterment of Nigeria instead of dangling into politics. Finally, Ike Ekweremadu should carry his cross, and he should not expect federal government to wade into his case, because if he had built good hospitals in his senatorial zone, all this will not be happening to him. His case should be a lesson to others. My name is Abuchi Michael Ibo, the youngest soldier in Ojo Barracks, Lagos State. Okay, thank you very much for reaching out to us this morning. Hello, good morning. All right, we lost that call. Still on Facebook. Good morning. My question is, all these recovered looted money, what is government using it to do? Can they not use the money to pay off university teachers that is on strike since February? Government should try to see that education is upheld and valued. Students are at home. Students at home is not ideal. Remember, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. Remain blessed. This is coming from Daniel Praise. Thank you very much for texting, Daniel. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Hey, sorry.
You're welcome, sir. What's your name?
I remember Pastor Diajolo from Navy.
Okay, thank you for calling.
God bless you.
Amen.
I talk about Wike and his Taliban.
Okay.
You know, a betrayer shall be betrayed one day. When Peter B was complaining of how the primary election will be in that year primary, we kicked him out and told Nigerians that Obi knew very well that he will not win. That is why he resigned. It's happening to him today. He thought that the Sokoto governor will support him after only about how many millions to him, bribing everybody here and there to make sure that he's killed. At the end of the day, he not taught him the lesson of, because to him, he did not know anything about Nigerian. Nigerian politics is based on ethnicity and religion. To him, he betrayed his own people, he denounced them, he pushed them aside, and was, gallivanting, going from the north to the south, bribing everybody. At the end of the day, the Northerners showed him that they are one. He came back here crying like a baby. Sorry for him. God bless you.
Thank you very much for talking to us this morning. All right, let's see if we can take some messages. 7:35 a.m. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my wonderful sister.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. I remember you. As all the matters are German, as well, who is not to be Herman, representing R&D Zogo.
Okay, welcome. Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead, we can hear you.
Somebody just said that we need society security. And the traditional law says that we need credible election.
Traditional rulers. Did you say traditional rulers?
And it's a gift from God. So let us first of all look about our life. It's God to us says that insecurity. If you come in on the forum, let me tell you, people are running them.
Okay. Oh, we lost that call. Thank you very much for talking to us this morning. 7:37 a.m. You're listening to the Electronic Press Review on Omega 11.7 FM. Keep your calls coming in, or you can send us messages. We'll be getting them very, very soon. 0815-1017-777 or 0907-112-1017. Follow us live on Facebook at Omega 11.7 FM. Hello, good morning. Okay, good morning. Hello, can you hear me?
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. What's your name? Okay. All right, go ahead.
Wike gallivanting and jumping off from one place to the other. I don't know the point he's trying to make. He betrayed the people like P2P and the rest of the Southerners, thinking that he will pick the presidential ticket on a platter of gold. And the Northerners have shown him the way out. He should be able to bear it. He has been given a measure of his own dose of arrogance. I had him those time period that he attacking Peter B as somebody who has no integrity and character. See him with integrity and character. I wish him good luck. Good morning.
Thank you very much for talking to us on Facebook. Good morning, my presenter. My name is Don Bukansen from Ihube. Wike going to court challenging the victory he applauded some time ago is laughable and good for PDP because they will be more distracted and confused. Thank you very much for texting. Okay, let's see if we can take some text messages. This one here says, I support Falana. Let government stop our politicians from going overseas for treatment. Okay, this is from Onyeche from Olo. All right, thank you very much for texting. Chief Augustine from Oru East local government area of Imo State says, I am greatly worried that the electorate may be vulnerable as have been seen in the past conducted elections. Hence, there is greater chance of their being susceptible to flattery, being misled and wooed by money bags whose only interest is to make the name, but will in the end impoverish and mismanage Nigeria. Peter Obi is competent, experienced, incorruptible, well-versed in governance, calmly disposed, and God-fearing is the kind of person that Nigeria needs for presidency in 2023. Thank you very much for texting. Okay, just one more message, and we are done for today. Good morning, Franca. The alarm by El Rufai that terrorists are running a parallel government in Kaduna is alarming and repugnant. The same scenario applies to Niger State. These terrorists and bandits collect taxes from the occupied territories. This is an irony to the claim of victory over bandits and terrorists, of armed banditries and the annexation of territories. Will the much taunted 2023 elections be credible and successful? Our security apparatus should avoid cheap propaganda and go to work in eradicating this serious threat to democracy and democratic process. Enough of oratory by the federal government. It is time for practical, decisive action in dealing with armed banditries and general insecurity. Usu MC Ndiawa from RMD Zwogo. Thank you very much for talking to us. And this is where we come to the end of today's edition of the Electronic Press Review. Thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow, Saturday, Daku Senami will be here to update you on what's trending on various national dailies. 8 a.m. Mega Sports will come your way. Muna will be here with the crew to talk about what's trending in the world of sports. Happy weekend to you. To have a lovely day ahead of you. My name is Franca Ofeyo Digo. Good morning.